Classification of soil. Welcome to the classification of soil by Anup D. Shirhati. So, if you see the Indian map, at the top, it's near Himalayas, it's all mountainous soils. If you come down, it is alluvial soil. And if you still come down, you will see that it is in the middle portion, it is uh, what you can say black cotton soil, and you can see that below that in Karnataka and this Tamil Nadu sections you will get the red soil. So in coast you will find laterite soil and peaty and marshy soil. So India has wide variety of soils. Further, if we go to the classification of soil, let us see alluvial soil. Alluvial soil covers about 45.6% of land area. It is found in Indo-Gangetic Plain and coastal areas. They vary from drift sand to rich loams and from silts to stiff clays. The next one is black soils. Black soils are derived from Deccan Trap and Rajmahal Trap. They occupy about 16.6% of the total geographical area. Black soil is predominantly clay with 62% clay. Next, if you go, it is red soil. Red soils are found in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, etc. Soils are found on 10.6% of total geographic area. Red soil texture varies from sandy to clay. Forest soils are found in Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, Himalayas. Soils are found up to 2.85 lakhs kilometers of total geographical area, and forest soils are rich in humus. So you see, we need to classify the soils. Whenever we see, we have to understand what is it made up of. So if we see, you can see that any soil particle which is greater than 200 mm, it is called as a boulder. Greater than 60 mm, it is called as a cobble. And 60 mm to 2 mm, it is called as a gravel. Below 2 mm, this is called as sand, and 2 to 0.006, it varies from coarse sand to fine sand. So once from 0.006 to 0.0002 mm is silt, and below that is clay. So we need to understand what are all the types of soils. Let us go further. So soils which contain less than 20% clay are loamy sand, loam, sandy loam, silt, etc. Soils containing 20 to 30% clay are sandy clay loam, silty clay loam. Soils containing more to 30% or more clay are sandy clay, silt clay. So let us understand what is gravel. Gravel are rocky stones which is 75 mm to 2 mm. Fine gravel is predominant of stones between 9.5 mm to 2 mm. So these are rocky part of the soil. So if we go into the sand is a material which passes through 2 mm sieve, and it contains less than 10% silt and clay combined. Coarse sand is a sand in which the predominant particle size is between 2 mm and 425 fineness modulus, that is at 425 fmc. Fine sand is a sand in which 425 to 75 micron sieve, and very fine sand is close to 75 micron sieve. This is this one. So if we go into further, we can classify as gravelly sand. Gravelly sand is a mixture of sand group and is identified as sand and fine gravel. Coarse sand and gravel, coarse sand and fine gravel, etc. We can classify based upon the uh, distribution of particles, whether it is in the lower range 2 to 9.5 coarse. Similarly, if it is of 75 micron sieve it is going, etc., we can classify based upon this. Further, loamy sand passes the 2 mm sieve. It contains 10 to 20% of fine grained silt particles and clay. So earlier we told that in sand, if less than 10% it is sand. Any soil there will be less than, sometimes 10% you will have. In loamy sand, 10 to 20% fine particles, that is passing below 75 micron, that sieve, if it is there, then we can identify it. If loamy sand can be further classified: loamy coarse sand, loamy fine sand, loamy fine is very fine sand, etc. Loam for engineering purpose is silt. However, this loam contains 50%, if it is contains 50% silt and clay combined, and it contains 30 to 50% sand or 30 to 50% silt and 0 to 20% clay. It is an even mixture of clay, silt and sand, is called, may be called as a loam. Silty loam and silt. Silt loam contains 50 to 80% silt, 0 to 50% sand, 0 to 20% clay. It must always contain 50% or more of silt particles to be classified as a silty loam. Silt contains 82%, 80 to 100% silt, 0 to 20% sand, and 0 to 20% clay. In its natural state, so silty loam and silt are very frequently very wet. This is due to the capillary effect affinity for water. In this condition, it runs through together and puddles easily when shaken. Clay loam. Clay loam contains from 20 to 50% sand, 20 to 50% silt, 20 to 30% clay. It is fine textured soil and uniform in structure as indicated by its percentage of composition of sand, silt and clay. Silty clay loam consists of 50 to 80% silt, 0 to 30% sand, 20 to 30% clay. That is more than, for the clay, it can be clay as more than 50% clay, silty clay is more than 50% clay, and sandy clay are poorly graded sand and clay mixture. Thank you for listening to the video. Thank you very much.